Hola a todos, muy buenos días. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cha. Espero que todo vaya bien. And this time, vamos a aprender cómo hablar los miembros de la familia en español. The family members in Spanish. Without further ado, empezamos. How to say family in Spanish? So that is familia. Familia. In the Filipino language, we say that pamilya. Pamilya. Since familia is categorized as a feminine, as its gender, so the definite article that we are going to use is la. So we say it, la familia. One more, la familia. The first part of our lesson, that is parents. How to say parents in Spanish? So that is padres. Padres. The parents is composed of the father and mother. The father in Spanish, we say that padre. Padre. And the mother, we say that madre. Madre. If we have a brother, we say that hermano. Hermano. And if we have a sister, we say hermana. Hermana. Now let's go to the second part of our lesson. So that is how to say husband in Spanish. We say esposo. Esposo. How about the wife? We say esposa. Esposa. And if they have a child and that is male, in English we say son. But in Spanish we say hijo. Hijo. And if they have a daughter, we say that hija. Hija. We are familiar in this sentence, la única hija. This means the only daughter. If they have the only son, we say it in Spanish, el único hijo. Let's go to the third part of our lesson. This is how to say uncle in Spanish. We say tío. Tío. How about aunt? We say tía. Tía. If we have male cousin in Spanish, that is primo. Primo. And if that is female in Spanish, we say prima. Prima. If we have nephew in Spanish, we say sobrino. Sobrino. And if we have niece, we say sobrina. Sobrina. Now, let's go to the next part, and that is how to say grandparents in Spanish. That is abuelos. Abuelos. Of course, our abuelos composed of grandfather and grandmother. So how to say grandfather in Spanish? That is abuelo. Abuelo. And grandmother, that is abuela. Abuela. How about saying granddaughter in Spanish? So that is nieta. Nieta. How about grandson? That is nieto. Nieto. Let's go to the next level. If we have abuelos or grandparents, of course, they have also their parents, like great-grandparents, right? How to say great-grandparents in Spanish? That is bisabuelos. Bisabuelos. And of course, our great-grandparents is composed of great-grandfather. In Spanish, that is bisabuelo. Bisabuelo. And great-grandmother in Spanish, that is bisabuela. Bisabuela. How about great-grandson in Spanish? That is bisnieto. Bisnieto. And great-granddaughter in Spanish, that is bisnieta. Bisnieta. Now, let's proceed to the in-laws part. How to say father-in-law in Spanish. That is suegro. Suegro. How about mother-in-law? That is suegra. Suegra. How about brother-in-law in Spanish? We say cuñado. Cuñado. And the sister-in-law in Spanish, we say cuñada. Cuñada. How about son-in-law? In Spanish, that is yerno. Yerno. And the daughter-in-law in Spanish, that is nuera. Nuera. Now, let's go to the last part of our lesson, and that is how to say stepfather in Spanish. So that is padrastro. Padrastro. And the stepmother, that is madrastra. Madrastra. Here in the Filipino language, we say that madrasta. Madrasta. How about the stepson in Spanish? We say that hijastro. Hijastro. And the stepdaughter, we say that hijastra. Hijastra. We already learned how to say the family members in Spanish, como los miembros de la familia en español. And as you can see, most of the words that ends in letter O is in masculine, right? For example, abuelo, esposo, tío, and so on. On the other part, most of the words that ends in letter A is in feminine form. For example, tía, abuela, sobrina, and so on. Generally, if the words ends in letter O, that indicates that the gender of the word is masculine. And if the words ends in letter A, indicates that word is feminine. But take note, there are some exceptions on that rule, that not all of the words that ends in letter O should be considered as masculine, and same with letter A as feminine. Regarding to the exceptions and determining if the word is in masculine or feminine, we are going to discuss that as we go along on our lessons. Start practicing these words, or start applying these words in your daily conversation for you to get comfortable using the Spanish words. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please do comment below. And if you are interested to learn more about Spanish, please do like and subscribe to my channel to get updated for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Cha, me llamo Cha, and ingat po tayo palagi. Stay safe everyone, and God bless. Adios! And the next video, we are going to learn how to say the time in Spanish, or qué hora es. Stay tuned!